You know, it's crazy how things work. I was talking about living in the moment, and I actually just got an invite to go fishing with my little brother and my father. And me and my father don't really have like a super close relationship or anything like that. You know, like we're more like friends, buddies more than anything. You know, like hang out, share a cigarette more than like hang out and share a hug. But yeah, so I'm gonna go fishing with them now, and I'm going to lead by example. I'm gonna live in the moment. So I'm just gonna take y'all's ass with me. I know I was just up there yesterday, but I'm gonna get some more shots today. Ignore this blanket in the background. This blanket is my dog's temporary bed because he eats all the stuffing out of his other ones. I should have really cleaned up before I even did that. Just forgive the whole entire background over there, but hopefully. I don't know if you guys can see these. It's like the off-white. It's like off-white laundry bins. I think it's fucking sick. It says wash me in laundry. It's fucking dope. I don't even remember what these are. I think these are Yeezys. Like, are these 500s or 750s, Chad? 500s, I think. Blake's property is like really muddy and like country. You know what I mean? Which I love, and it's beautiful for some of the shots I get up there too. Especially with like my filming style. But it's not good for a country boy like myself. I got the outfit. I got the Travis Scott shorts. We got the sweater. We got the Yeezys on and the white socks. We're going fishing. Goody. Fishing time. Did you say about fishing time? Blake's new fucking Blackstone. Damn, bro. Shit's fucking clean though, huh? What the fuck, bro? This shit is good. That shit's fucking hilarious. This shit is fucking stupid. Hey, buddy. Hell yeah. First fish of the season, son. Let me grab her. So look back. It's now the next day. I am now back home. I was hanging out with my buddy Blake's. I was going fishing and stuff like that. You guys might have seen a video before last. I was also filmed down there on his him and his girlfriend's family property. Beautiful place, beautiful people, you know, very nice people. But now it is Mother's Day, and this is my and Maddie's first Mother's Day where you know, she's pregnant. We're expecting in December. If you guys seen the last video, I'm not trying to, you know, just plug my videos, but, and you know, the life of my 20s journey has to continue, so I'm just trying to surprise her today, because unfortunately she had to work. I mean, there's so many people at her job that, you know, aren't even pregnant or have kids, but you know, they schedule only mothers to work today, like open and close. It was both mothers, so she works, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna surprise her. Clean house. I'm gonna go get her some flowers and a card. I don't want to go all out for her just because the baby's not here yet. And also, where she's pregnant, she's been kind of, you know, just like hateful recently, which is totally normal. And I'm not the most like calming person to be around. I can get pretty aggravating. In all honesty, I have terrible ADHD, bro. I'm trying to fuck with some new shit, so tell me if y'all like the fish at Lens. I fuck with it personally. Outside now, it's fucking beautiful out here. Yeah, I'm just gonna chat with y'all for a second. This is my first video I haven't done in a 4:3 aspect ratio in like quite a minute, so I'm not really like used to this anymore, in all honesty. But yeah, you guys can probably see from the title, time is a tragedy. The thing that like kind of got me started on this whole entire thought process that I have, that I just want to like talk to you guys about, because, you know, life in my 20s is kind of just at its core pretty much just like a video diary series, I guess. But yeah, what got me started on this thought process is my dog Ike. Had him since he was like 5 months old, it was a really dark time in my life because I went on a vacation. It wasn't really vacation. It was to go to see my mom, who was down there in Florida. Because at the time, my mom and her significant other and my little sister moved to Florida, left me here in Kentucky. That's a story for a different time. Pretty much just fucking trauma, pretty much. But I was down there visiting, and my old dog that like I loved to fucking death, dude, loved it to death. It was there for me in like my most pivotal moments growing up, I feel like. His name was Doc, but when I was down there visiting my mother, it got mold here in the yard, like this very yard here. The house that I'm at now, that is now my house, is like my childhood house that, you know, I grew up in as well. I'm just very blessed to, you know, for that to worked out. You know, didn't have to pay anything, nothing like that. Just got property in the house, very blessed. My family's awesome. They take care of, you know, we all take care of each other. My family's just how it is. But in this very yard right here, like next to that bush, it actually got mold to death. And that's, you know, I remember it was like the worst car ride ever, because, you know, I was riding back from Florida all the way back to Kentucky. And it was like the worst car ride ever. And I was like bawling my eyes out and everything. Because, you know, obviously like my best fucking buddy just died, dude. It sucks. You know, I was back for a couple days and I got Ike. After I got Ike, everything, you know, everything was awesome. My life changed. And Ike really has been there for my most pivotal moments. He's 6 years old now, and I'm 21, so when I got him, I was 15. Like, he was there for, you know, when I first started driving. He would always ride with me, you know, things like that. And pretty much what I'm getting at is, you know, time just flies. And, you know, with dogs, especially a bigger dog breed, you know, their lifespan doesn't last very long, dude. He's getting old, very gray in the face, things like that, even though he's only 6 years old. This video's not about a dog, trust me. It's just, what I'm trying to get at is, you know, I really struggle with living in the moment. And I feel like a lot of you guys watching this probably do too. You know, time's always moving. Time's always, you know, it's in a linear line. You know, time's always moving. It doesn't stop for anybody. You know, every second is pretty much, you know, pretty much in the past already. Like me just saying that, it's in the past now. And it's really hard for me to like grasp the concept of just living in the now. You know, like when I'm hanging out with buddies and stuff, for example, like yesterday with my buddy Blake, you know, the whole entire time I was just thinking about, all right, you know, I have to leave here at this time to be able to go pick my fiance up from work. And, you know, the whole entire time, instead of like enjoying it, you know, it's almost just like stressing you out, and you're just like preparing, you know, for the inevitable, which is you leaving the future. And you're so worried about the future that, you know, you can't experience the now, you can't enjoy the now, you can't live in the now. Not saying I didn't have a good time. I always have a good time with them people. I just really need to work on living in the now, taking things day by day instead of like year by year. Because I'll get here and I'll get sad all the time because, you know, time is undefeated. Everyone follows the time eventually. And, you know, I'm 21 right now. You know, I get myself probably, you know, if I die of natural causes, age and all that, you know, if I get myself a little healthier, probably like, you know, around 60, which gives me 40 more years in my head, which is, you know, not a lot of time when I put it that way. But instead of, you know, taking it year by year, I need to take it day by day, because, you know, 40 years in reality is like, you know, however many days, whatever 40 times 365 is. But it's just hard for me to take things day by day. It's hard for me to like live in the moment. I really wish I could, man. I really do. I mean, I've been getting a little bit better at it. I don't really know like what's going on, but things have just been going like really, really well in life lately. Like last night, bro, after I hanged out with Blake, I stayed up all night on Battlefield 2045 with Manny, Libby, and Christian, some of my online buddies. They're also some of my dear friends, love them to death.
They jumped off a plane or a helicopter.
We're not short on resources. We'll be soon.
Oh my god.
I mean, we was frying, bro, and I felt like a kid again, and, you know, I was living in the moment. I was enjoying it, because, you know, I grew up playing, you know, like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. If any of y'all did, like, you're fucking goats, bro. And Battlefield 2042 is, like, the closest thing to Battlefield 3 or 4, in my opinion, you know, that we've had in forever. I know I had a rough launch, but, bro, it's so fun now. Oh, my cat's pulling up. Let's go. We're working on making our outside cat. Come here, kitty pool. Ah, beautiful. Hi. You don't say anything to the camera? Meow. Meow. But yeah, so last night I had a really good time, and, you know, I was living in the moment, enjoying, you know, playing the game with my buddies. I just need to really quit pondering on stuff. I don't mean to like keep on straying off point or anything, you know, I know I'm yapping. It's just the whole entire point is, you know, we need to live more in the moment. Time goes fast, it really does. time's the worst tragedy, in my opinion. Everyone succumbs to it. I'm not even talking like just death, you know what I mean? I think I just got shit on by a bird or something. What the fuck? Yeah, it just really sucks. So I'm trying to enjoy being young while it lasts. You know, I got a kid on the way. I know that's probably gonna make time, you know, fucking fly as well. But I'm just really trying to work on taking things day by day. And I really think you guys should too, because, you know, time does move fast. So enjoy day by day. I'm gonna try to quit, you know, stressing and worrying about things that aren't here yet. Like, something I'm really bad for is like on Sundays, for example. First thing I do when I wake up on a Sunday is like, fuck, I got work tomorrow. You know, my weekend's over. I wish it wasn't like that. You know, I wish I could wake up and be like, all right, I'm gonna enjoy my day off work. But it's just some showing to work on. I just wanted to spit it to y'all. A couple weeks ago now, we went and seen Tyler Childers in concert here in Lexington, Kentucky. So it was like an hour away from home. We went and did that. It was really fun. We went to the mall before as well. And we got to get Maddie some pregnancy stuff, and, you know, we got some clothes, we got some shoes going and all that. And, you know, that day was a really good day, and I was really living in the moment that day. Like, when I'm doing big events like that, you know, it's hard to not live in the moment, because there's so much going on. You can't really, you know, think about the future. And I just had a really good day. But yeah, I hate to yap, and I know this video will kind of end up just being, you know, kind of just a yap session, you know, nothing really artistic or anything like that. It's just a point I wanted to get across. Time's a tragedy. Time moves fast. You know, enjoy things while they last. Enjoy your life day by day. That's what I'm gonna work on today. I need you guys to work on that for me too. Don't worry about what's going on, you know, next week. Don't worry about bills. If they're not due today or tomorrow, don't worry about them, bro. Just live day by day. Play your games, have fun, hang out with your friends IRL. Get your girlfriend pregnant, have a kid, hang out with your cat. And your dog, because they get old, man. They get old. They might just be a small fraction of your life, but, you know, you're all their life. You're all they'll ever know, you know what I mean? I encourage you guys to take that and, you know, also go and enjoy your awesome days. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode.